shimmy up in the headphones. And we're back on Baltimore Flavor Radio, and we have a woman that's no stranger to the show. Like I said, she's been here about 37 times now, so she really needs no introduction. But Teresa Davis, welcome back to Baltimore Flavor Radio, TD Productions.
I'm home.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you as always. Let's touch a little bit on Percocet first, because I've been seeing the pictures of you in your police uniform and.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I got jokes. Okay.
Nah, I've been seeing the pictures of you with your police uniform, and
Yeah,
so I can see that the production is all over the city.
People up, man.
All over.
I'm just pretending, but I like people up. I see why they like that. I'm gonna shoot a couple people for no goddamn reason. I'm having fun.
You got somebody in Percocet?
You already know she.
I've been having fun. Tyree Coleon is my partner, so.
Oh Lord!
Yeah.
So
two gangsters.
Somebody that got cussed out and shot in the same scene. You ain't 12 rounds. I already know that dude, man. That's my dude. Shout out to Tyrone.
I want to thank everybody here in Baltimore City, New York, DC. Also, don't forget Connecticut and Jersey. We appreciate you guys for coming down here and being a part of the movie. Percocet is a movement. It is when we're going to say the title, we're going to say Percocet, and we're going to say Baltimore's epidemic, because that's what it is. And we want to enlighten. We want to make awareness, and we're going to also teach. But we're going to teach through. You ever see when they say, well, if you got a young preacher, he can reach these children?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to preach through the movie. We're going to teach through the movie. We're going to show you what's happening in our city, what's in our hood, our neighborhoods, our so-called, what you call your set, his set. We're going to show you what happens. We're going to teach you about the illegal use of pharmaceutical drugs. We're going to show you what happens in our city.
Mm-hmm.
I
had no idea. But,
I was trying to figure out what was that noise.
Like, how far into the filming are you now? Because I think you guys were like just starting when we had you on the first time. You were just kind of really getting into it.
We are 6 scenes away from finishing, and then there is the editing process, a few voiceovers, a few small B-rolls. So it's going to be out soon. We don't know when, because God's got to tell me when. That's just who's in charge of this whole thing. So
now 6 scenes, Jay. That means we have time.
Well,
we got time.
We have time for a cameo.
I guess you're gonna call me for a voiceover or something.
Like you could be like, I don't know what the role could be, but that means we have time, man.
Like strange ones left though, some really strange scrolls left. People didn't want to take. No, I'm messing with you, Jay.
I was about to say such as. Okay.
We got some really intricate roles left. The city has really came out in groves to help. I can't even tell you the numbers who are in this film now. I got to go back and count these waivers, count these forms to see how many are in it. It loomed over what I wanted it to be.
Yeah, when I see the pictures, I'll say like, wow, it's like people from everywhere, like literally, like, and you're all over the city, man. Like one day is like east, and then the next day you like way northwest, and
we're not discriminating.
Like you're like literally all over the city.
South Baltimore, but strictly mainly Baltimore. We definitely shot it. Most movies we may do other cities like New York, DC, but this is definitely Baltimore. It's definitely your Freddie Gray. It's definitely your Little Scooter. We're showing all those things. That, I have real current events that I filmed that are going to be placed throughout the movie.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen the trailer, go to Percocet. We're spelling it ironically because that's what I wanted to do, because I can do that. So it's Perkacet, Percocet trailer. Put it in. Go to Teresa Davis' YouTube page. And I want to shout out Kane Cole because he has worked phenomenally on this movie with me. I've dragged him out in the cold. I dragged him out in the rain. Yeah, I came to one dinner date he had. I was like, oh, we got a big person want to be in this movie. Excuse me, sweetheart. He looked like, what? Yeah, we got the shot. We got the shot. And you'll see who that is when the movie comes out.
Okay. So I mean,
I might be getting my treatment.
you never know. So
I like the green Skittles. Just had them all in one bowl.
I like green Skittles. Okay, I make it happen. What color couch do you prefer? The black and the burgundy. So
okay.
Burgundy won't show as much. You go burgundy?
Yeah, burgundy.
I'll take the burgundy couch too.
I compromise on that one.
You like this guy, you know. We're gonna have him in here because he's Baltimore. He's the face of Baltimore. You guys are the face of Baltimore. Thanks for having me on Radio Fire, because you guys are on fire. That's why I keep coming back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now,
yeah, pretty host. I mean, hey,
Jen. See, Jen with the G.
You know, you bouncing out with some handsome guys. You guys know what you're doing.
She's not pretty. She's beautiful.
Okay.
There's a difference.
You guys know
Which
exactly
one?
what you're doing over here.
Scrumptious. Scrumptious.
So I see how you do
Delicious.
things. I'm gonna put some handsome in here with the beautiful, and we're gonna mix it in. You're gonna draw people in. That's what you guys are doing. I
That's
see.
what we're doing.
I
It's
see.
working. I know you talk a lot, and it's actually hit home with you a little bit. The murders
Oh,
in the
yeah.
city, and we
Yeah.
talked a little bit in the beginning of the show about the most recent stabbing of the chef,
Yeah.
and everything. But you guys are doing an event this Sunday where you're giving the family and friends of the victims an opportunity to come and be involved in something major.
Mhm.
And I mean major. Like
Yeah.
I
It's gonna be huge.
when I saw the video that you and Keston did, like I visually imagined the reservoir just being
Just
swamped.
packed with people.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out. I want to take the time to pay homage to Keston Dakota. He's a great filmmaker here in Baltimore. He's done a lot of things. He does a lot of music videos and he does a lot of wedding ceremonies. But he's given a lot back to Baltimore. He's actually worked in the movie Ghetto Misery Uncut that I had did earlier in a few years back. It's going to be bringing out my last movie. That's going to be my last movie. So for a while. After I bring it out, I'm gonna be somewhere swimming somewhere or something. I don't know, fishing. I don't know. But he's worked really hard, intricately in Baltimore, and he came to me with this awesome idea. He was like, "Can you help me do this video with the people who've lost their loved ones here in Baltimore or anywhere in the city?" And I was like, "That was awesome." So immediately I stopped what I was doing. I was like, "Keston, I like that." He was like, "Everyone's gonna bring out a photo, and that photo of that loved one who's been wrongfully killed or murdered here in Baltimore or anywhere, doesn't matter where, just violence. They're going to show each photo 100 people to 2,000. It doesn't matter. He's going to take the time out to intricately go around and film each photo, and it's going to be placed into a video. And the video is really going to be nice because the song is by an older man. He's 70 years old. Oh my God, he's awesome. He's so filled with vigor. I'm like, you're 70? But he did this song called Us Killing Us. And it's kind of funny. The song is kind of catchy. You know the song, You Need to Cut It. And you laugh at the things he's saying because it's funny. Well, in this song, it's humor and it's trying to heal people, but it's still awareness. It's got a catchy hook, but it's some real stuff this guy's saying. Like, why are we killing each other? Why can't we love each other? You need to stop it. Put your guns down. But he's saying it in such a, I don't know. It's just a funny, it's a great song. And I was like, this is going to be really upbeat. It's going to help people heal. So we're going to be out there Sunday at 4:00 at the reservoir around the track. When you walk around the track, it's going to be so crowded that you don't have to look for it. You're going to see it. And you're going to see us. We want you to bring out your loved one's photo. We want you to bring out a candle. And so we can commemorate those people. And it's going to be placed strategically throughout the video. You're going to see each photo. And I mean every photo. So bring out your best photo of your loved one. Don't bring the one out that has a crack and has a Kool-Aid in the front of it. Bring out your best photo of your loved one. It makes a big difference.
She said Kool-Aid. And I gotta laugh because I've seen that before.
Yeah,
That one has just been stashed away for so long, like underneath the couch cushion. And
just take your phones if you want. Go to CVS and print out that favorite picture that you put up, the same one that you say "Rest in Peace" on.
Yeah.
Take that to CVS or your Rite Aid and print that picture out. It can be any size, a 3x7, it could be 8x10. Just bring that person with you. If you have more than one lost loved one, which I'm sure some of us do, if you're living here in Baltimore and the statistics are growing so staggeringly, it's sad. It's sad, but it's happening and it's very sad. And we want to bring some awareness. And I want to say rest in peace to a few people. Reds, I don't know if you know about Red Scarf. She just lost her son and she's pregnant while she's carrying her 8-month baby right now. She's pregnant 8 months and she just lost her. I think he's 21 years old just the other day. And she hasn't even gave birth to her other child. We pray for you. Our heart goes out to you. This is a sad thing and we're getting used to it. We're getting numb to it. And I'm tired of that. I want us to still be shocked. I want us to still be stricken with pain. Like what is going on in our city? Not being used to it as though, oh, this is the norm. And I want the words rest in peace. And I'll talk pretty fast. I'm gonna slow down for you guys. Rest in peace. Why don't we change that acronym to rest issues peacefully? Instead of us killing each other. Why don't we find another angle? Why don't we make up? If you got a fight, hey, I want to see a good fight. Let's do a fight. Remember the fights? Oh, he beat. Then we give each other 5 and we keep it moving. Let's not shoot each other. Let's not stab each other. Let's not maim each other. Let's respect one another. You are someone's
Absolutely.
child, no matter what age you are.
That's deep and it's real. That touches home because there used to be a time when you could fight. And I know a lot of the ones that I was in when I was younger, especially when they were in school, I get kicked out of school and go play whatever the video game was back then, Atari. Like or go hang out because I can't go back to my house, so I'm gonna go over your house until the school. But yeah, we it is sad that we've kind of become numb and immune to it. It's just like, oh, just another. And the sad part about it is it's so bad in this city, but it's so much worse in other places. And I don't know what happened to this generation where it's just like they don't value anything, and life is just like, I don't care. And a lot of them that you talk to will be like, I'll be lucky to make 21. I'll be lucky to make 18.
That's their goal.
And
that's a sad goal.
and then they don't even like have the plans of, I want to go to college and I want to do this, that, and the third. I want to own a business, because they just don't foresee themselves. They can't foresee themselves being around long enough to even finish high school.
It's not in the program for them. It's not in their thoughts.
Well, I mean, Giggles kind of touched on that earlier. Like she said, they basically took away the recreational centers.
Yeah.
So these kids are getting trapped in the street. The street life is a bad life. I mean, it forces you to have that mentality where, okay, I'm going to be either dead or in jail. So which one I'm going to do?
And it's sad, man. I see some young people, man, out and about, like, especially now that school is back in, and you see them out on the bus stops. And I just be like, wow, some of the stuff that I see, like when I'm riding past the school on Sinclair and Moravia.
Oh, wow.
In the afternoons, man, it's just like mind-boggling. Like, I've literally seen traffic being stopped because fights are pouring out into the middle of the street. And I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, the heck with the fight. I'm hoping that there's not a weapon pulled out in one of these little kids. And
I want to address something while I'm on the air, because you're on fire. So this show right here is going to reach a lot of people. So I want to talk about you people who are recording the fights, who are recording the agitation. Listen, you're part of the problem. Look at this fight today. We got 5,000 hits. This is simple. You people are simple. You're part of the problem. Why aren't you breaking that fight up? If you're an adult, what a little boy told me one day. He said, Miss Teresa, I said, what do you think the problem is? I interviewed the kids in the streets. He said, you know what? And no disrespect to anybody as an old head, because I'm old head. He said, you know what? It's the old heads. They're not helping us. This little boy said this to me. That hurt me, because you old heads aren't doing your position. You aren't doing your job. You gave up on our youth.
Yeah, because now it's cute for our little 5-year-old to walk around cussing and, singing all of the songs to the rap songs that he hears and everything. So yeah, we definitely have to assume a responsibility to a certain degree.
Right.
Not saying us personally, but our generation definitely dropped the ball somewhere along the line.
Right.
We stopped raising them right. We stopped putting the importance on education and just, respect.
What is happening is, I think, from the outside looking in, because my son is adult now, he's 33, but a lot of the kids' parents are becoming their friends.
I was about to say
you
that.
You can't raise your child being his or her friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to smoke weed with you. I don't smoke weed anyway, but I don't want to drink with you. Oh, I do drink though.
I don't want to go to the club with you.
I don't want to hang out with you. You are a child.
But on that same note, a lot of those mothers aren't that much older than the child.
Right.
So,
I wasn't that much older than my son.
You know what I mean?
But I think the problem is like, okay, when we was young and we got disciplined, it was like, okay, well, I'm not going to raise my kids the same way my mom raised me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way the approach went wrong. Like, because now
that's what you should do.
That's what you should have done.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have that village anymore at all. We don't have that village anymore.
Like, I mean, like for me, when I was going to school, like, teacher be like, call your mother. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good.
Now it's like, you want me to call her for you?
Now
Hey,
it's like,
use my phone.
Right.
I hit her up. She ain't going nowhere. Our phone
Right.
or, or she ain't gonna do nothing but cuss you out.
Yeah. Well, I made the call for you. What you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And that
You know,
and
no
that's
one's
sad.
scared anymore. No one's
No.
frightened. No one's being obedient. No one's have anything to answer to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, we definitely lost that village, because I know when I was growing up off of like the Liberty Heights and Garrison area, the block that I lived on, I had my friends and we were basically in like a 4-block range. And if I was on my street, you know, I lived on my street. If I was 2 blocks over doing something that I ain't have any business doing,
Oh,
there was going to be an adult
right. They go back.
that was going to check me.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
knowledge.
That was going to check
Or
me.
tell your friends.
And the good thing about where I lived at was, as you know, I was 13, 14, 15. We had guys that were 18, 19, 20, 21 that would jack you up
Right.
when you was around
They
there.
cared.
You know, they cared about the young. They didn't let anybody come into our neighborhood and bother us. But when we were out of order,
Yeah.
if we were disrespectful in any kind of way, we got jacked up. Nowadays, you have a 21-year-old to try to check a 14-year-old. A 21-year-old might be shot.
It's going
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, and you
These kids
definitely
not playing.
and you definitely don't have the older, you know, adults, the 40s and 50-year-olds that used to hold us down. You know, they're not going to say anything now because they're afraid of, you know, the lack of respect and what might happen to them.
It's like grandparents. Okay, now some great grandparents, they are tired, they're exhausted, and granted, a lot of them have raised their grandchildren.
Exactly.
And so they like, oh, don't worry, that boy, everything can slide now because they tired. I don't even feel like checking them. Look, I'm ready to go watch my stories. I'm going to sleep. That's what it is. And so what really shocked me the other day was somebody inboxed me and said, oh, Teresa, just like another, you know, Million Man March or another, I really ain't with it. It's not going to change nothing. That's not what this is. This is a healing process. This is every time you push play on this video, you get to see your loved one being commemorated, being remembered in such a precious way. It's not one of those things. It's a lot of things happening today. There's going to be networking. There's going to be people talking about healing. There's going to be people sharing their stories, telling you what happened to them, what happened to their loved one. That is a part of healing. We're not just going to march and raise signs and walk out. No, we're going to come together. We're going to make a big, huge body of a circle, and we're going to film, and we're going to make this song come to fruition. We're going to make the healing process start. For those who've been slain months ago, years ago, days ago, it's going to be something you can always push play. I want to see little Jimmy picture. There he is. Watch. Here comes little Jimmy turn right here. There's little Rhonda. There's a little girl, Alicia, that got killed. There's a Leia that got slayed.
So maybe I'm misunderstanding the concept now. This can almost be like a mini movie.
That's what it's
kind
going
of
to be.
a thing.
We
Okay.
actually, well, Keston, hats off to Keston Dakota. Once again, we actually did half the video already. I actually play a role in it. I don't want to give away too much. And we have a scene where we act out some things that happened here in Baltimore as far as the killings. And then we go into the spill of the video.
Okay.
So half the video is done already. The other half is going to be the people at the park, the loved ones with their pictures. Actually, my son's father is going to be there, him and his lovely wife, Stephen Kelly and Deidre Kelly. They just lost their, you know, I was on the show not too long ago. They just lost their son. He was shot in the backyard, in the back alley of his home. And no one took the time out to knock on their door. None of the friends that played in the back of the house said, you know what? Your son's laying out there dripping, leaking, as the kids say, leaking on the pavement. No one came to say he's out there dying. They all dispersed. And then via Facebook, was how she found out that her son was killed.
Serious?
And she had to go identify.
That's sad.
They're immune. I mean, it's that sad that
Sad.
they're literally like immune to it. Like, you know,
And I'll never get used to it. I'm still hurt about that. So we're going to do something special for them. They're coming out to speak, but they're still hurting. We all hurting. It's my son's little brother. He's gone.
Yeah. I'm actually going to, because my son will be in town this weekend, and I'm actually going to try to bring him there before I take him back to Delaware, because he actually, the young kid that got killed at the Super Bowl parade a couple of years ago was like his best friend, lived right around the corner from us. And I remember my son just being done for like 2 weeks. Like he literally just went into a shell because he had never we've lost family members before, but he had never lost anybody to violence. And I think it kind of opened my son's eyes to realize, like, in a blink of an, in a blink of an eye, it can happen that fast. So I actually need to talk to him about that tonight, because I don't want to take the drive too late, but I want him to come out and have an opportunity to,
That's awesome.
to commemorate his friend
We're
on that
teaching
event.
as well.
Yeah.
When you look at the end of the videos, you see where they go get help from. .org, whatever it
Okay.
is. We want
Awesome.
people to heal. These children aren't being addressed for the therapy that they need. You just said something.
Yes.
He watched his son. Well, he watched it. He's like a son to you, probably his best friend.
Yeah.
You watched him slaying. Where does he go from there? What happens after he's gone and I'm dealing with the pain of a loved one? My best friend. I'm still a young boy. What happens to my thought process? We're not getting our children the help that they need. Parents need therapy. You got people using Facebook for therapy. This is not your therapy. You need to sit down with someone who doesn't know you and talk this thing out.
And then you remember Jordan, Canada, right? I remember, gosh, I don't even know how many years ago that was when he got killed out Essex. And this was a young guy that went to our church, and he went to school out in Essex. He was a student at Chesapeake. And I remember he got murdered July the 3rd, the day before the holiday. And just for like the next maybe 3 months or so, a lot of the kids that I knew that were like really close to Jordan just were like totally different people, because they just couldn't believe that, not only the fact that he was taken away, but the fact that he was taken away by somebody that they all knew. You know what I'm saying? And it was
and friends won't tell on friends.
And like they had no outlet of, any way of healing. Yeah, they had no way to put the anger, no way to put the hurt. Like they just literally just like went in the shells for like. And it was kind of different to go out Essex and see some of those kids, and usually it's, hey, Mr. Antoine, how you doing? Da 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 da. Right. To, hey, Mr. Antoine, you all right? Yeah,
They
just
high,
totally different people.
Pills, and we're gonna talk about that too. That's why they're zombies. They don't listen. I gotta help this pain. Where do I put this pain? Yeah. I'm gonna take some pills. Oh, it's not dope. It's not coke. The hell if it's not, you're getting high. You're a drug addict. And that's why you need to watch Percocet, because we're going to teach. We're going to show the adults who serve our children. We're going to show the mother who's relying on these pills. They just had an operation, had a baby, and now you're addicted to these pills.
So when you are, just to touch on that for a second, when you are done with the filming and it's ready to be released, how will people be able to see it?
Come to my house. No.
I mean, if you cooking some chicken and
I saw it every day if I make some money at my house. No, actually, we're gonna show it at another theater again. Okay. We haven't chose which one. I think the theater we're gonna choose is gonna have to be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. See what God does, because the turnout is gonna be huge. We had 9,000 hits the first 2 weeks. The first 3 weeks the movie came out, and so the trailer. Mm-hmm. So it's like 9,000 hits, and we appreciate those hits, and it's still soaring. So, we got to figure out where we're going to put it. But my thing is first, build it, and they will come. Finish your work. Don't worry about those other things. I have lots of projects that I'm doing. I don't worry about when. Yeah. When is it coming out? That's not.
You do have a lot going on. Like yeah. I'll be watching you.
When? Yeah, I worry about how. Yeah. I let God show me what to do. He leads me. He orders me. I'm not in control. Today I put on blue because that's what he told me to do. I didn't know I was wearing blue today. Did you know what she's wearing today? No. So I just
it was about
let him lead us, Let him leave. Like today I didn't know I would have to be here in place of Keston.
Right.
And in light of what happened to him. Some things happened this week for him was really crazy. And I'm keeping that guy in my prayers. And I told him, you're gonna be okay. You know why? Because you're doing a great thing.
And when he told me the stuff that was going on, he apologized for not being able to. I was like, bro, come on. Family is always first and foremost, man, especially, in situations like
great.
that. Yeah, you gotta.
Your show is going to turn out great. The show of people is going to turn out great. What you're doing is going to be great because you're going to heal some people. And like I said, the young lady just lost her son the other day. She's 8 months pregnant. How do you deal with that kind of stress? Losing your child and you're bringing another one into the world. Like, you're helping her, so man. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Shout out to Keston, man. Just give everybody the information about Sunday again, and how we can find you all over the place, and how we can get a scene in the movie, and
Okay, you can inbox me. I'm sorry that my page is full, but there are a lot of people who follow me, and I just found out about the followers. I like that because they can still
Follow
you.
you,
So
right?
just follow me, Teresa Davis, TeresaDavis. You can go to my YouTube page, Teresa Davis. Everything's Teresa Davis. My IG is __ Teresa Davis __. I need some more followers on there. I only got like 3,600 followers.
Do we need to give it a lesson, Jay?
What's the
Do we need to take a selfie right now?
Yeah, I need that.
You take a selfie with Jen, man.
And I
Yeah.
get followers.
That's
I
the
can
jump
tell.
off.
I see what's happening here.
That's the
See?
jump off.
That's what y'all did.
My
That's the
followers
jump
went
off.
up like I get them every day. They be like, "Hey, where did that come from?"
Yeah, I would need something with this young lady.
That's the jump off.
So,
She's
yeah.
going to strategically figure out when she needs to
When she
post
needs
it,
to post it.
Yeah.
and then she's going to post it it could be like 9:43
In the morning.
p.m. a.m. It could be 1:56 a.m.
Yeah.
She's going to strategically post it, and then I guarantee you have a million followers
I
in a
need
week.
more followers on IG because I want to interact with people, and when they follow me, sometimes you don't get the chance to look at the page
Yeah.
and talk back, but you can see some of the things they're doing.
Yeah.
And so I commend you, and I want some followers from you.
I don't get no money.
And she doesn't even charge. You know,
Uh,
some places
y'all.
like.
Oh, but it's Sunday.
Did you see the shade? Did you see the shade? She just shot.
Yes. She just rolled
She,
over. us with
she
the
said,
bus
like us, we don't charge.
How much they cost?
We don't charge to help get followers. We just
just-
help people sell their products and take ours off the top.
Okay, that's even exchange. Okay.
So when Percocet, the DVD is released,
yeah,
you know, they can get it from Redbox for $9.99 or whatever.
But they
They can get on the
Us.
Baltimore Flavor site for $59.99. And we get ours off
Because
the
we
top.
take ours off.
So I want everybody to come out. We appreciate you guys. Bring out. It doesn't have to be your loved one. It could be a friend of your loved ones. It could be someone that you knew that was slain. You know, it could be a relative. We're going to be at Druid Hill Park, right where the reservoir is, where the track is, and we're going to be there at 4:00.
That tall
That tall building, we're like a castle.
A water tower
Yeah.
or something it is. Yeah.
We would it's
On
a
the Druid
tan-
Hill Park
a
sign.
tan
Yeah.
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love for you to be there at 4 o'clock, 3:30. You know, we're gonna set up and we're gonna get everybody familiar with everybody. We want to take your pictures. We want to see what your photos look like. We want to hear your stories. We want you to come out. We want you to come in a network.
You said 4:00. Is that black people time?
Well, usually Keston is a really good. I love working.
I was
with
about to say you might want to say 5.
Keston. No, I don't want to say.
No,
five.
you might
They'll
want to say
get there at
3.
4.
You might want to say 3,
Yeah, you want to say come
and
out.
they'll get there at 4:30.
Yeah. Come out, you know, at least by 3:30, you know, because we don't start on time because Keston is strict for time and so am I. That's why we work so well together.
Yes.
And Kane Cole's gonna be there assisting. That's my partner, Leonard Coleman. You know him. He helped me with Percocet and so much. We help each other with a lot of projects. He's gonna be there as well, assisting. So a lot of cameramen are gonna be there. ABC News. We reached out to them. I don't think they're gonna make it, but they're gonna get this segment though. So you want to be there. So when they get the segment, then you be a part of this. You know, so they may just show up and do their own segment, or they may receive our segment. Good things are going to be done with this body of work. Keston is really good at that. He's a savvy guy, much more savvy than me. You know, I have a 94 point average percent of mind, but yeah, he's very savvy and he can make it happen. So I'm glad that he came to me for help, and I'm glad that the city is assisting me. They're coming out, they're not asking a lot of questions. They're just coming in groves, and that is what's going to be awesome.
They're not charging you for a permit.
I don't know anything about that. But Keston probably took care of that already.
Yeah.
You know me, I can really everything. I show up, I can really everything. Pull out the cameras and boom.
I think it's going to be awesome, man. Like I said, when I saw the little video promo that you guys did, I just envisioned like swarms of people on that side, man. And
Go to
It's-
Keston page and put in us killing us video, and you can see the video for yourself.
Yeah.
Keston Dakota page, YouTube page, and put in us killing us. And when you talk about it this week, use the hashtag us killing us, so we know who's behind us, who's with us, who's beside us, who's helping us campaign.
awesome, man. Thank you so much. Yo, you're like everywhere and everything. Like, when did you sleep?
I know. Well, I'm actually currently separated from my husband, so I get a lot of free time. I always have free time anyway, but I'm actually going through a lot of process of
Exclusive. Exclusive.
Well, yeah, you get it first. Radio's on fire.
Look at
I ain't got no.
Radio is on fire. So yeah, I get a lot more free time, but it's the same amount of time I had before, really.
Mhm.
But yeah, so things didn't work out with me and my husband, so I am moving forward. And what a better way to move forward and dove into my city and help out my city. I want to touch on one thing before we do go though. Oprah Winfrey is in Baltimore City this week.
I know where she's about to go with this.
Yeah, and I'm very upset about a few things. And can I just air out a little bit on Radio Fire real quick?
Sure.
We need to embrace what's happening in our city and not look at the bad side of everything.
Absolutely.
I was standing beside someone when I was doing behind the scenes at the Oprah Winfrey a film just yesterday, and a black guy says, this is some BSH because she's here, this and that and third. You guys straightened up. Well, I want to address something. Why do we have to clean up your city? Why can't you clean your own front door, your own walkway up? They paid someone to come clean up so that they can shoot this scene. It's about a really good, I can't tell you it's about too much because it's kind of gag on it, but there's a good movie they're doing here. It's going to be really nice. It's about a deceased woman. Her name is Harriet Lacks.
Mm-hmm.
Harriet Lacks.
Turner Station.
Yeah. So it's going to be great, but you really can't talk about it too much because, okay, I found out actions. But anyway, nonetheless.
You can't talk about it?
No.
Because you have a gag.
Oh,
okay.
Like when you're shooting movies, like people in my movie, they can't tell you their scenes because that's confidential for what the movie's doing. But either way, she's here, and okay, you may not agree with a lot of things that she's done for Baltimore. Some things they don't even tell you that they do, but that's not the point. The point is they're here. They're in our city, and it lightens and it shows a light. It shows a beacon in our city. Embrace that we are a special city. We are a great city. Please recognize your own city. Everyone else comes here and they take our culture because we leave it open for them to take.
Yeah.
The bike culture. Do you know how many times I filmed alongside somebody from another country? Another Canadian guy filmed beside me just last week. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Oh, wow, where are you from? I'm from Canada. So is that right? Yeah, I came down to catch this culture. We need to stop it. Let's embrace our city and clean up your own city. Why does somebody have to come clean up to film in your city where you live? On your front stoop where you live.
Was this in Turner Station?
This was in
was
Lakewood and
okay.
Middle. It's the area where I'm from.
Okay.
I grew up down there for 30-something odd years. I still have a home there. My family's still there. That's the house of mom and dad and left us. And we're still there. And I still like to go down there and film where I'm from. What you're going to see, where I'm from, out my back door, out my front window, when you look at my movies. You're going to look at what I see, Douglas Court. That's where I used to live at when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see that type of stuff. And people say to me, why do you film that kind of stuff? Because that is what I know.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. I can't give you Hollywood or whoever else. I can give you my city.
Right.
I can give you my grit. I can give you Baltimore. And I need you to stand up. If you don't like Baltimore, and no disrespect, I know this is already on fire, and I'm on fire. If you don't like Baltimore, there's a highway. It's called an interstate. Get on it and leave. Goodbye. It goes like a circle, so it does this. You can leave.
No, that's the Beltway.
If
you
don't
want
like
the interstate.
Oh, you don't have to go. Matter of fact, you can take 95 and go past my brother's house, keep going, and don't.
And it runs through several states, so you have your options.
If you don't like your city, please leave.
Yeah.
I'm asking you. If you don't like it, just leave. And those who have left or are doing great things, other places, we commend you. We salute you. Just don't forget where you came from. You're gonna have to say, I'm from Baltimore. When they ask you, where are you from? I'm from Bmore. You're gonna have to say it. So it doesn't matter. But if you're here and you're downgrading and you're promoting nonsense and you're promoting violence, I'm asking you to leave. Goodbye. Who's holding you hostage? I don't like the city. Well, what's stopping you?
Mm-hmm.
Themselves.
I hate my relationship. What's stopping you?
A lot of times
Goodbye.
A lot of times they leave and come right back. So it's sort of the same thing.
You're welcome back. But stop downgrading us. If you don't like it, if you don't put anything to it, and I mean put anything to it, like the lady just left here, she's taking care of herself.
And that's the main point. If you're not doing anything to make what you don't like better, shut up or leave. I definitely feel you there.
If you don't vote, then shut up. You have nothing to say. You haven't voted. What are you fussing about?
And that's the bottom line, because Teresa Davis said
that's
so.
Set the record straight. TD Productions. I said it. I don't like.
She said she was on fire.
Yeah, she's on fire.
We don't care what you don't like.
Yeah, but it's a very I don't have a gag order because I'm not in the movie, but the story behind that young woman is incredible. Basically, what happened was she went to John Hopkins for something, and they basically took some cells from her without telling her.
Yeah, they
And
kind of
used
went
those-
into that when I was watching it on the
Yeah,
news, and they said if you taking some medicine,
Oh, that's numbers.
this affects you. This movie is going to affect you.
Yeah, but it's something we need to know. It's knowledge. It's knowledge, and of course, Oprah Winfrey thought it was something worth coming back to get. And okay, well, she may not have given you cars or whatever she gives out. I don't care. How about you get your own stuff? How about you go make it happen?
She's come back and done stuff in the city.
Yeah, we're not gonna take her apart. She's here, and it's our city, and she's here. And let's think about this. Who else is coming here? I can tell you some list of people that's coming here. You're gonna be like, wow.
I can tell you a list of people that's not coming here too. So
right. But it's some great things happening in our city.
Definitely.
And we need to first and foremost uplift ourselves. We need to film our own culture. We need to upraise our own children. Like the young lady, I forgot her name. Giggles. How about I forget that? It's funny. Giggles.
Sugar lump.
And she is doing something pertinent, and she's doing something for her city. And she came with a group of people who are her team.
Yep.
They're team
Young
mates.
and old.
All ages. They're teammates. I watched them interact. She's not in charge. They are teammates. And shout out to my teammates, people I'm on a team with. You know, shout out to people that's working with me in Baltimore. Don't even know me from a can of paint. But we're trying something. We're no better. And other filmmakers, please recognize your other filmmakers. Please shake their hand. Give them a hug. What's up, boy? We are commemorating history. We're collecting history every time we turn the camera on. And shout out to you over there. We're ready on fire. You know, shout out to Diamond K. He's got a lot of things that he's collected in Baltimore. And these things will make us always live. Like Henrietta Lacks, the story with her. It's gonna always be prevalent. It's always gonna live because they're gonna make you remember by filming it. They're gonna film it. We're gonna record it. We're gonna make a note of it. And that's what we're doing. I'm going around. I'm recording my city. They call me Hood News. Thank you. I like it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give that news the way I saw it, the way I see it in my city. They manipulate our news, people. I've watched the news and see, what the hell is this? I was right there.
Mm-hmm.
Get excited about your city. Get excited about us killing us. Forget about who else is killing us. Let's stop us from killing us first. And then we can talk about other people's killing us. Stop it.
Preach.
That was mogul facts for
I
you.
said it. You said that was mogul facts.
Yeah, that was definitely
I'm
mogul
sorry, but I'm
facts.
so passionate about it.
Nah, I see it, and that's good. We need more people to be passionate like that.
I'm so fed up, you know. I go out and I film so many funerals, and I film so many people getting killed, and I film a dead person for this person's mother. I'm filming for this person's father. I'm tired of seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please come film my son's funeral? What the hell is happening? And it's behooving. It hurts me. I need you to get excited about your own city. I'm sorry, but I get.
Don't apologize.
You know?
Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Baltimore is a great city. That's the last thing I'm gonna say.
It is, but unfortunately, the media, as you were saying earlier, especially the media outside of Baltimore, the ones that don't know a freaking thing about what goes on in the city, are the ones that always want to put us on, you know, like when we had a little uprising, you know, that's when Geraldo and
CNN.
all of them, you know, wanted to come in. But, you know, when we're doing positive things.
There's a couple people that set them straight too.
Yeah, it was quite a few people that set them straight. They about ran Geraldo up out of that joint way.
Because these people are passionate just like Teresa is.
Yeah, but it's exploitation, you know, just for the sake of having a few people watch your show or, you know, go to your website because you're posting. Like, I mean, they literally beat it down for like 2 or 3 days and then just was like, whoosh. Like it was somebody just flipped the switch and it was
Camera's
over.
gone and everybody's
And
gone.
they won't be back until the next positive or the next, you know, uprising or, you know, bad situation that has a city in an uproar like that. So it's sad, man. But Teresa, man, I love you to death. I love your spirit. I love your work ethic and everything, man. And I just appreciate everything that you're doing.
And thank you for everything that you're doing, Antoine. You're out and about in your city. I don't know if you recognize your own self. You're doing.
I'm out in these streets. I'm out in these streets. I'm out in these streets.
Shout out to the Titan.
Be up in ciphers and
Are you guys going to Titan House Awards this year?
Yeah, vote for me.
That'd be nice.
Hip hop artist of the year. I'm going
there
for
and vote for you. You know, I'm gonna go there and vote for you. I don't.
Let me tell you something. Put that camera over here real quick.
it.
If you don't vote for Jay McGraw,
Oh, you giving him a sweat?
we will send Jen
Oh,
in a different car because we don't want her in an unmarked car to do a drive-by. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get shot.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
vote for him tonight just because he's a good guy and he's very talented.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he's a pretty good co-host too. He cool. He cool. He stands me up sometimes, but
He stands
cool.
you up.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
I've
just-
been-
One time, and I went back and I handled that.
You fixed that.
I fixed it. He wasn't
fixed
there, but I
You
fixed
don't
it.
Go back when you go back.
I know.
See, I said I'm gonna pray on that. I'm giving that to God. Did she just tell y'all that she doesn't do anything? God sends her. So if God sends me,
Right.
thank you for saying that. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. But again, man, give it up for Teresa, man.
Yeah,
It's mad love. I love everything that you're doing, man. And I will be out there on Sunday.
Thank you.
If you need me to help direct some people and say
yeah,
get
we're
over
gonna need
there.
all the help we
Yeah,
can get.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Teresa Davis, y'all. You got some shout outs.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Lil Key since she said staying on positive.
Oh, yeah, Lil Keith is
Yeah, he
What's up, Lil
I was
Key? You
watching
got a
him-
big performance Sunday
And
on Friday.
I don't know. I think they gave it away. He has a blue check mark on it, so I don't know. He's verified now. So
He has a blue check mark.
I don't mean nothing. You can go. I'm waiting on mine to be checked.
What's that mean?
on Instagram. You famous?
Really?
Oh, okay.
You're official.
I don't know
I
though.
don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But
Jen,
Jen has one already.
because I know Jermaine has called you already to let you know.
I told you on
She said
episode
she
one.
already
I
know.
already knew one. I ain't gonna spoil your little alert though. And that's not being funny. I really do know.
So we'll have the winner next week. We'll have the winner on next week after they're verified, and because no, I don't know. I mean, the only way we won't have the winner on is if it's that little chick. I don't like her. I
That
don't,
little chick.
yeah, that
That's
little.
funny.
I don't like her. Yeah, she's. I don't want to call her Asian because I don't know if she's Asian, but what Ayana just said, we're not gonna have her, and I don't know if I want the other. Well, yeah, we'll have. Jen is gonna set it up, and we'll do an exclusive. But yeah, shout out to Lil Key. Even win or lose, it's been a positive experience for him,
Yes,
and just
it
to
has.
have somebody
Yeah.
from the city representing in that manner is a good look for us,
He's
man.
got an
Definitely.
awesome, family behind him.
Yeah,
Shout out
his
to his
moms.
family.
Yeah, we've talked about his moms, and his moms is like no
She's not playing
joke.
about her son's future, and I love that.
Yeah, she should.
I was gonna say, as more mothers need to
She
be.
is not playing.
Yeah.
And he speaks very well. I gotta give it to him. Speaks very well. He carries stuff very well. He's a very mannerable young man. I just did an interview with him the other day. I was at Apple Scrap. Apple Scrap. So, yeah, he was on there, and I listened. I didn't watch the interview. I was in the other room, and I just listened. I was like, wow. So I come inside the room like, yeah, Key, you really got it, man. He's really grown a lot.
Yeah, I remember from let's see, B Daddy. There was a show. I mean, she was feeding the homeless.
Okay.
And he performed as well as Blizzard. That's when I
Yo,
first
Blizzard,
saw
my boy.
Blizzard.
Yeah, I like Blizzard.
That's when I first saw Blizzard.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Blizzard was that nice that you just pulled the contract out on the spot? Oh, okay.
I didn't want to sign him, but it was
Like-
that's when I actually
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good guy too. He's a good guy.
yeah. So there's a lot of people that's putting on for Baltimore, and I'm just excited about it. Like Stars. Stars is on tour right now. He's on a reality show coming soon. So yeah, this whole city, man.
Yeah.
It's on fire, like his radio show. We
And
on
I-
fire
Finally, we breaking through the door.
right now. It's hot. in
Yeah,
here.
and I always want to shout out Damon Blue, man, because the movement that
Yeah.
dude has going on right
It's
now is
unstoppable.
ridiculous, man. Like when I was driving down North Avenue and I saw him on the billboard, I was like, you made it. That's
He's been up all day, all week. I don't care how many
Yeah.
you got at me, but guess what? This is our city.
Yeah, man,
And
you
he's
got
awesome.
to. Shout out to them.
him. He plays in Percocet as well. Thank you,
Oh,
David
okay.
Blue,
Cool.
for and he also has soundtrack in The Last Laugh. And just thank you so much, Damon Blue. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we gotta get Tyrone up here one day, but I I gotta talk to him in advance. Be like, look, man, look, we gotta tone you down a little bit because he's another one of those passionate
Who's
dudes.
Tyrone?
Corleone.
Oh, you talking about
Tyree.
Oh my God.
Hey, because he's one of those passionate dudes, and
Yes.
once he gets started, boy, it
It's,
can go. So
Tyree is my boy.
might have to make him sign a disclaimer or
Yes.
something.
Tyree will do one great thing today, and then do two crazy things tomorrow, and then one great thing that day, and then two crazy things. I love him though.
But he has so much respect in this city, man,
He does.
and
He's a powerful.
you know
guy.
the impact that he's been able to make with his no shoot zone,
I
just
love
by
it.
simply
I love
putting it on the wall and saying we're not having that in this neighborhood.
I love it.
Is absolutely amazing, man.
And he
So
has a
shout
lot
out
of
to him.
energy.
Yeah, he has.
plays-
Yeah,
He's my
that's an
partner,
understatement.
on purpose. He's my partner.
That's an
So-
understatement to say he has a lot of energy because
He
he's
does.
like,
He has a lot of energy. Everybody knows Tyreek.
yeah,
And
definitely.
you know what? He's definitely a lyricist. I'll tell you, he really raps really well, and he's doing his thing here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
We just need you to challenge your energy. Just put it where it goes. Tyreek.
That's what's up. You got some shout outs, yeah?
Well, why do you do this all the time? Like, and then look at me
you
like
could
I'm
just-
crazy.
Because you can just say one. Shout out to your mom.
Yeah,
Shout out to your
her.
mom, definitely. Remix still coming. Remix still coming. We should have bought her something today to make her feel a little better.
I got something at home, so I'm trying to go.
That's why.
All right, so that's how cute she's trying to get out of here. Next week we have singer Star Brown on the show. She
Okay.
performed at the Why Not Loud at the event that they did a couple of weeks ago. I had no idea how much power she had in that little voice until I saw her live, man, and I was like, wow. So I'm looking forward to chopping it up with her, man.
Awesome.
Again, shout out to Teresa Davis.
Thank
Shout
you,
out to the
Stella.
Live, Love, Respect folks that came through. Shout out
Yes.
to Ayana for
Ayana.
holding us down again. Diamond K in the building with us
Diamond
as
K.
usual.
DJ Diamond K.
And everybody, man, just try to have a safe weekend, man. If you're here watching this, if you're here, you're stupid. If you're here watching this today, man, we want you back safely watching us again next week, man. And just we salute all of our listeners, man. We didn't go live again tonight, but you can catch these interviews and everything tonight. They will be on air and all of that stuff. So everybody have a good week, man, and we'll be out of here. This is Baltimore Flavor Radio, radioonfire.com.